Welcome, everyone. Welcome to.
Hello. Hello.
How are you today,
Sharing.
Stathi?
I'm good,
Sharing.
mate. How are you? I'm sharing. Sharing is
Yeah,
caring, they say. So
they said. They.
finally banned Cindy, so we got to do all this work ourselves now.
Oh no, man! I'm like sweating already. Going. Um. Yeah. Okay. My God. Now I got to look for the banners and stuff. Going like, where are they? It's been
Yeah,
so long.
they got you.
Um.
I don't even know
I,
what I'm doing.
I found this one, but it's Cindy's favorite, isn't it? There we go. Share us out, please, people. We're doing the same thing. Um, Posting. Posting. Okay. And how is everyone? Who we got in the audience? Say hello. Say hello while I'm sharing out. Um,
Hello. While I'm sharing out.
yeah. Group. I'm trying that one again anyway. Yep. There's that one. That one. I'll give that one a go. That was the last one. That one.
Let's see who's awake. It is chill out time. Hello, sweetie pie. Who's
Yes.
here?
Who we got here? Hey, sweetie pie, how you going? Man, you missed out. Stathi came back to read you, and you were gone. We were calling you out. We were like, hey, where's sweetie pie? Okay, I'll share there.
Maybe. Now is not the then. We'll see what happens.
Straight into it. Where's my read? Where's my reading?
Read me. Gimme, gimme,
Yeah.
gimme, gimme, gimme. Now.
Uh-huh. Just razzing you up. That's what we do in Australia. We razz people up. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. Sometimes it doesn't. But we're all trying to have a laugh. Hey, Kieran, how you going? Welcome. Okay, I just have to go in here to share out.
Share, please. Share. I've done what I can.
To your story.
Just need help
Okay.
to enlighten you up. We all
Enlighten
need
you
help.
up. That sounds serious. Yes, we do all need help. Some more than others, no, just people in other directions. Yeah. Everyone can do with a bit of help. Sweetie pie, there's a lot of changes happening at the moment, a lot of shifts happening. Everyone is in dire straits. This is why Stathi's always going, do the work. So you get through the trauma quicker because we don't want to add to the trauma. We don't want to add to the trauma in the collective. It's so easily done. Why not? I haven't used those for a while. Okay. Okay, people. Let me just do a couple more things. If you, we're going to have some freebies to give away. Obviously, we read who we're drawn to. If you want a guaranteed extended reading, exchange of energies. I'll just put the PayPal link up there. Don't send me stars because I don't. Greedy Facebook Meta just takes a cut. And I'll pin that there. what are you telling me, Stathi, with the number? Don't you know how to do it? Yeah, Cindy's not here. You're on your own. Okay, let me put it
Yeah.
on the back. Check it out. Um,
Oh, yep.
what was it
This is why we don't want to. We might want to say we ban it, but no. Sydney.
What is it? Was it between 60 and 75? Did you say? I can't see it.
That's the first one. No, don't worry about it. We'll worry about it afterwards. I know what it is.
Okay. I'm just getting the banner ready.
We might be surprised.
We might. Okay.
Hello, everyone. How is everybody?
Don't have PayPal. Sweetie Pie. How convenient. Oh my God. That's what I said to everyone. That's like,
I don't have PayPal, but he always gets my donation.
Otherwise, I would donate $100 if I had PayPal. Just raising you up. We're in trouble now. I thought it was your day off.
I was napping, yeah.
Okay, we didn't wait
That's
for you to wait.
No, I just napped for an hour.
Okay, that sounds relaxing.
Yeah, it's my first one in weeks. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, me and Athy were just on Discord. We were talking about ripping apart reality at the seams. So we thought we'd come online and destroy other people's reality.
Yeah. Thanks. I was dreaming.
In a good way.
I was actually dreaming you two went on live and I woke up and I thought, what?
No, that's the dream. Living the dream now.
Yep. My dream has become reality.
It has. Okay, people, I'm going to start with a group reading for everyone. And so take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Give to Kieran. Kieran, you can take one for the team, can't you, Kieran? You don't mind, do you? Of course not. Okay. What's going on there? Is that it, Christian? $5? Are you broke? He's donated for a reading. That's it. Hey, did you buy me a cup of coffee a while back and made me one? Okay, Pete. Group reading for the collective. Let's see what comes up. So take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. All good. People, at the moment, what has come up for everyone has come up. Look, your intuition is talking to you. Okay, it's talking to us. It's giving us guidance. It's always giving us guidance. It's that first small voice that comes into our head. Okay, and if we ever have to justify something or talk ourselves out of something, that's the other voice in our head. Okay, so we try to do our best to that small that comes in straight away. Sometimes it's strong, sometimes it's soft. Our intuition, a gut instinct, whatever you want to talk about it, that is getting called up right now. People, it's getting called up to say, hey, people, your guidance is there, your higher self's there, everything's there you need to give you the guidance that you need. Okay, so you don't need me, you don't need Stathi. I don't know why Cindy's hanging around. What are you doing there, Cindy? Are you reading with us?
No, just donating.
Oh, okay. Okay. I better be nice then.
I can take it back.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, so people, spiritual connection. I've got the feather card. Your connection in the spiritual realm is strong. Know that you're never alone, that you are receiving guidance messages from above. Okay, so people, when you're going through the hard times, there's lots of shifts happening. Most people are going through hard times. There's a lot of loved ones around that are moving on. All sorts of things are happening. Okay, there's a little guidance and prompts that you would be getting. Okay, and they're there to guide us and they're there to assist us, because when these prompts come, we can go, oh, that's okay. No, I'm still emotional. I'm too emotional to deal with that now. That's your inner self. That's you talking to yourself with your inner guidance going, hey, man. And if we don't want to listen to ourselves, we don't listen to inner guidance, we're making things harder for ourselves. Because the bottom card I've got, the main pilot, is footsteps. This is inverted. Actions have consequences. Be conscious of the imprints that you leave behind, and that is inverted. Okay, so that means obviously we're leaving footprints everywhere. And when is it time to clean up? But also that's talking about the consequences of our minds. What are we feeding on? What are we focusing on? Okay, we're not in judgment. People have got to grieve. People have got to do that. People have got to work through things how they work through things. But what I'm getting at is that we make it harder for ourselves because we've got that perfect inner guidance, and we've got to start paying attention to it. And we're like, oh yeah, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure which voices act upon it, and you'll know how things go, which voice it is. Okay, you're not always going to get it, and you're always not going to get it. Okay, so this is just saying actions. We've got all this guidance, and if we want to be on the path with the best flow, then we've got to listen and act. Okay, we've got to listen and act upon it. Because if we don't, we don't. Okay, and the main action card I've got for everyone is clear out the clutter, make way to receive new blessings. People, this can come in a number of things. This can be cleaning out stuff in your house. This can be cleaning out clutter in your mind, which is old stuff that keeps coming up, old stuff that you keep worrying about, stuff that you keep rejecting. Hint, 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 people. Okay, but this is about, we've got to clear out. We've got to clear out the space. We've got to clear out the clutter. It's not going to clean out itself. Okay, the obsessive thinking, the overthinking, all these things, bad feelings. We keep thinking about someone from the past, bad stuff. This is all clutter. This is all clutter that just keeps us out of the moment. Okay, it keeps us from putting our best foot forward. Okay, and look, sometimes we're like, oh, we don't see things for what they are. Why? Because we can't see them properly, because we've got too much clutter. We've got too much stuff piled around over everything, so we can't see. Our views obscured, and this is all the stuff that we hold on to. All our beliefs. We hold on to our story. We hold on to how it made us feel. And isn't that funny? How, 5 years down the track, we can think of that situation and feel those feelings. It's not happening though. It happened 5 years ago, and we're still reliving it. Okay, we're still reliving the trauma, and then feeling sorry for ourselves. Why do we do that? We all do it. Why do we do it? Okay, but the main action card here, the broom, clear out the clutter, make way to receive new blessings. If you want the new stuff to come in, you're going to make room for it. Okay, we can't just keep on the take of this. Oh, I know this now. I know this. I know this. And we just keep. I do things this way. We keep piling stuff on, and there'll be new stuff coming in, and we won't even notice it. Okay, we won't even notice it because it'll be just buried in with all the other stuff. Okay, and the last card I've got for the group reading is protection. May your guides light around you, watch over you, and help protect you on your journey. Okay, people, this is talking about spiritual hygiene. This is talking about cutting cords. This is talking about coming into alignment. Most of all, it's talking about when you're in your mind, okay, obsessive thoughts, all these things. It's getting on top of that and making sure you create that space to assist you clear out the clutter, which is the main action card, which is like, that's the game on card. That's the card saying, people, we need to release. It's not going to always release itself. The beauty is when we work on a couple of things that fall under that category, a lot of the other stuff can fall away as quick, so we don't have to fix every stinking thing one by one. Okay, but we're going to get proactive, people. We're going to get proactive. That was a great reading for everyone. I hope it resonated. I'm using the cards, Deborah Gilmore and I think Leanne's cards, South Australian cards. guidance oracle deck, and I hope that's assisted you. Anything with the collective stuff?
Collectively, well, that's what we all do. Really, main thing I want to say is, and it's going to add on with what Brooke has just said, if you can keep your focus to this moment and realize that what you're thinking is not actually occurring, but you're actually stuck in your thoughts, which are not happening in this moment. What you're focusing on is creating how you're feeling and what you're experiencing. When you realize that what you're thinking of, which is what you're focusing on, is why you feel what you're feeling. Can you realize that? That's all I have at this moment.
Yep. That's it. Absolutely. Okay, that was a group reading. So what we do is we're going to, before I go to donated readings, we can give away some freebies. Okay, and the first one we give away is going to be, is courtesy of So, people, you know what a magic number is? It's a number
I know the
that gets
magic
you.
number.
It's a magic number that gets you a magic reading.
Go
I had to change
Put the number up.
I had to change. Oh, sorry, Cindy's just here to look pretty, aren't you, Cindy? Well, I gotta watch it, man. I gotta watch it. No, I already changed the.
Oh, yeah. No, careful.
I had to change this, Cindy. I had to. Oh, that's the wrong one, isn't it? Is that the right one? Does that fit within the number?
No.
Damn. Okay, let me try again. I thought I changed one.
You haven't told me the number.
Oh yeah, it's there.
It's up.
The number
it's
is.
up.
Oh yeah.
Part of the
Okay,
chat.
wait a sec.
Yeah, I was
Hang off,
waiting.
people. Let me get oh, what was the number again? Okay. Now I've got notifications coming up and blocking it. Get notifications, go away. Okay. Let's see. Between.
It's not between 50 and 70 people. So
No, it's between 75 and 89.
That'll work.
It will. Between 75 and 89. So, is that right? Close enough.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'll just check with the Magic Dragon. Magic Dragon, is that right? Magic Dragon's not saying nothing. He's just looking like, yeah, what's going on here? What's going on here? So, people, pick a number. Come on, sweetie pie. Pick a number.
People, you've also got the option of coming on live with us. We'll give you a harder time there.
Wants to come on. He wants to come on for a face-to-face reading. They're very good, very in-depth.
So you have the option of coming on live with us. Let's take that into consideration. Here you can speak as well. So you can. But there you can just type. So
Are you still here, sweetie pie? Are you still here, sweetie pie? Kieran, if no one else comments, we'll just give you the reading.
I know there are a few people there.
They're not.
Only one.
Are they
Can't
putting in a
people?
number?
Who's interested in a free reading? Look, this is the word
reading?
free.
Yeah. Kieran, you do know that we will not be answering any questions of what's going to happen in the future.
I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen after this second.
Go, Kimmy. That's it. That's the spirit. You got some competition now, Kieran. Got some competition now. Kimmy's up there. She's get into it. How you going, Kimmy? Hey, Kim.
Okay. And for those who've just come in, as we've mentioned, you do have the option of coming on live with us. Here you can give us a hard time, but we give back.
Hard time.
Oh yeah, why not? Have fun.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's going to buy it?
Yeah.
Yes, Kim, you can come on.
Is it biting or is it just being brutally
question.
honest?
You can question.
You
can ask.
The extreme prejudice. It doesn't mean we can answer. I would say probably a bit, Kieran. Probably a bit. You better tune in. Tune in before they. Otherwise, they'll be like, "She's not listening. We're going." So you better tune in. Start meditating, Kieran. Just saying. I'm a Razza, Kieran. You've already got it. Kev, you've already got the number. It was 76. Kim, when was the last time you took off your shoes and walked out on the grass? Walked out on the bare ground. Okay, very important. Very important. If we don't ground the blood clumps together, it doesn't do what it can't. It makes it impossible for it to do its optimal job, what it's meant to do. What are you rushing into, Kim? What are you rushing into? Yeah, it just feels like instead of rushing into things, it needs to be. I'm feeling that things need to be slowed down. You need to slow things down a bit, okay? Because it's like, we rush in and we're just like straight in things, boom, 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 boom. And before you know it's over and we haven't thought about it, we haven't had time to reflect, okay? But yeah, stop pushing yourself so hard, okay? It just feels like you're trying to it's like, we get we get this feeling, oh, I've got to do, I've got to do, I've got to do, I've got to do, and then we just get we end up getting so distracted and just doing much stuff. It seems to be really draining at the moment. Okay, and I'm getting that you just need to slow down. You need to chill. You just need to take things slower. You don't need to do so much. Okay. And look, yeah, times are changing at the moment. Look, there's someone. It feels like there's someone around in your field, right? Okay. There's someone around in your field at the moment that you don't. It just feels like there's someone around that you don't want them to be. They're no good for you, and you know they're no good for you. Okay. Time to take action. Time to get it on. Time to do it. What needs doing. It's not that sometimes these things will take care of themselves, but sometimes, you know, it's like the intuition just wants to know are you listening. Okay, which usually means it's training us up for a lot of things. And at the moment, your intuition is talking to you, and it feels like that you need to you need to yeah, I've just got a card related to intuition. So intuition is trying to talk to you. This will be like prompting you in things that you should be doing, things that you should be looking into. Okay. Now, but what happens is we get so busy. We got this and that. We think so many stuff's going on in our lives that we're like, I haven't got time. I haven't got time. Sometimes we just need to slow down, smell the roses, and we need to make time for what's important. And at the moment, your intuition is talking to you, and it's been pretty accurate. It brought up someone that you don't need around you. Okay. I don't know where, but what is your intuition? What does your intuition say? What's it telling you to do? That's for you to work out. But you know, we can listen to our intuition until the cows come home. If we don't act upon it, we don't really grow as much as we could be. Okay, I'm working on crystal skulls now. Okay. Yeah, not the best Indiana Jones movie, but it was good. Okay. But you've got to understand, Kim, that when our intuition cuts in, as I was saying in the opening reading, because there seems to be a little bit of negative talk inside you. Okay, but there's still too much smack talk about yourself. Okay, this is self-judgment. Okay, this is a hard one. This is one that we must go through. There's no way around. Well, there is a way around it. Stay in the 3D. Okay, and play gifts. We can always do that. But at the moment, this is your intuition's coming online and it's coming on tap, and you're getting these things come up like a lot of other people. You're getting things, and a lot of it is a bit sensitive subject, and a lot of it we don't want to touch. Okay, because it's revealing. There's emotions attached to it. There's all sorts of stuff attached to it, but it's coming up for a reason right now, Kim. And Kim, it needs to be dealt with. There's a lot of stuff, and you're getting the prompts. Okay, with your third eye kicking in and your intuition kicking in, you want to strengthen that. We've got to act on these prompts, and it's not the second voice that comes in and starts debating. That's us. That's our intellect. That's our ego. We've got to, and if we don't go through these steps and start acting upon what our intuition's telling us, is we never get to fully know it. It might as well be something else in our head. Okay, so very important to shut down the negativity in oneself, because there's a lot of negative talk you're getting, a lot of second guessing. Okay, self-judgment and all this, and this just shuts us down. You don't need that vibe at the moment. Okay, as I say, and people are like, yeah, but I'm going through a lot of stuff. Okay, it's time to start to release the stuff that is not serving you. Okay, because depending on your path that you've got ahead of you now, your higher self or whatever you want to call it is trying to lighten the load, is trying to lead you. Your inner self is trying to lead you to lighten the load. Okay, and if we don't listen to it, we get further down the track and things aren't as going as good as we maybe hoped, or they just are as easy, and then we start getting even more emotional about stuff, and it becomes harder. And then, when we look back on our life and go, why didn't I do that when I was like such and such? And our intuitions are always sitting there going, man, I was telling you then. I was saying that. It's like that. So have a talk to that person around you, okay? They're just, the one. Needs to be addressed. Okay, and I've got the wise one coming inverted, which is a very positive card to come in inverted, especially at the end of the reading. The wise one says, grow within your current situation. This is saying that the growth needs to step it up, but that all depends on what steps you take. It is your path. It is up to you to act on your instincts, your path alone. Okay? The wise one's waiting for you to grow until we start stepping out, listening to that intuition, acting upon those instincts. It's like having our hands tied. It's the single most greatest gift. People are more interested in clairvoyance and stuff like that. I don't know why, because the intuition that's the golden guide. That's where the gold is. Okay, so to recognize the gold, we must act upon it. Otherwise, it might as well just be another thought. And we're all good at having plenty of those to get us nowhere. Okay, and your happy card is 63. 9 is walk your talk. Become what you believe. Your thoughts, your words, your actions are in alignment with your core inner values. This card asks you to walk your talk, become your own personal hero or heroine, and step into the very best version of yourself, radiating the authenticity into the world. Okay, Kimmy, I hope that's assisted you, love.
Thank you. The main thing that I feel is curiosity. A lot of distractions, but I'm not going to focus on those. I think you know them. They're your distractions, but mainly curiosity. There's a curiosity around you. What is it you're after? The opportunities are constantly there in front of you, but you seem to ignore certain things. What is it you're looking for? What is it you keep pushing aside? What is it that seems not real? You seem to be pushing all of that. You're focusing on, it's something you're focusing on which is really creating a lot more distractions all around you. But it's a main distraction in itself. Again, the curiosity itself is what keeps coming up. What is it that you are looking for? What is it you're after? Brooke mentioned a lot of things, and one of them, we can say intuition, but it's fair enough. But what is it you're looking for? Well, do you know who yourself is? Because there is this, there is something there, but it's not a 2-minute conversation. What do you mean by wanting to know yourself? It really comes down to all of that. There's a lot involved in stating, I want to know myself. Well, what do you mean? How do you answer that for yourself? What do you truly mean by, I want to know myself? There's a lot of things that you're focusing on, which, well, again, how would you know yourself? Because what you're focusing on, well, that's you that's doing it, but what are you focusing on? Why are you associating to that? What's the curiosity within those things that you're focusing on? Where is your reality? Now, when I say curiosity, because that's all that keeps coming up, is I have questions upon questions upon questions upon questions. Um, it just seems that you have questions, but each question is leading you, leading you, leading you, and leading you. There's a whole jumble. Your mind is all over the place. Um, and it's just left with questions with no real way to even look at the question because the question comes up with more questions and keeps coming up with more questions. So again, energetically, you're all over the place. You seem to be so scrambled within. Your focus is on something that is physical. And that's sort of keeping some form of sanity for you as well. Um, but to know oneself, as I said, it's not a 2-minute conversation. And how much work are you prepared to do? Knowing oneself is not a part-time job. Knowing oneself is a constant realization of things that one is not. So to know oneself, first you have to know what you are not, and how deep can you go into that aspect of it? How much time are you prepared to put into knowing what you are not? There's a lot of beliefs that people carry with believing certain things. So, how much are you prepared to do? How much work do you really want to go into it? How much do you want to understand certain things? Again, that's all yours. But the questions that you have just are taking you in different directions and just creating more confusion for you. I suggest you focus more on being present, being here, being right now. Um, don't focus on what could be. Don't look at things in that manner. Allow things to just be presented and start working with what you have in front of you and dealing with it when it is. Get out of your mind. Don't overthink things. If you want to go deeper than where you are, well, as I said, it's not a 2-minute conversation. We can be here for hours talking about it. Hi, Mandy. Thank you. But the main thing for you at this moment is to bring yourself back to your self, present moment, to the body, and out of your mind, out of the thinking process. Start with that. Your mind itself is, that's where you're confusing yourself because you're aiming to get something which is not, again, it's in the mind. We need to separate ourselves from our thinking and what's occurring in the present moment. You're way too much in your mind. If you want to go deeper, again, you can contact Brooke or myself, and we can get into it. Or as we keep posting up, we do have our Discord site where it is based on what we do talk about. And if you're being true to yourself and you want to know yourself, I can't tell you who you are. Brooke's not going to tell you who you are, but I might be able to assist you to see who you are not, to start working on how you can acknowledge certain things for yourself. So I hope that actually helps you. But as I said, you're in here, and if you're prepared to go deeper, this is not the place to go that depth at this moment, but you can contact us, and we can have a good discussion, and we can see where we go with that. Hope that helps you, Kim. That applies to all of you. The link is there, Discord server, and you'll find us there. And we're there pretty much, someone's there constantly. We're not doing anything with it. And we just talk. You're muted, Brooke. You're muted.
That's probably a good thing. Yeah. I'll just put up, and also we have a. What do we have? A thing. That thing. What's that thing?
Our
Thing with a
group on
thing.
Facebook. Thing with a thing.
That's it. No, it's just. There's the link. Okay. Yep. And we just also have a group, a beginners discussion group, which is good place to hang out and get information or ask for information.
questions,
ways to
people.
be processed.
I'm not going to say I know everything. All I'm going to say is that I have a way of looking at things, which could be useful or not. You won't know until you ask. But when we speak about knowing ourselves, that's there's a process to it, and it's not about knowing ourselves. Firstly, we need to know what we are not, and that process, it doesn't take 1 minute or 2 minutes or even a day. It's something that's grasping. Kieran, number systems are over. So to go into the depth of it, join us in Discord. Talk, question, ask questions. Find the spiritual beginner support group. If you don't ask questions, someone's going to know, but you have to start asking your questions. What are your questions?
And question
Someone
everything.
And question everything. Even if you get an answer, question the answer.
Yeah.
If you get another answer, question that. Just keep questioning. Don't be afraid to question.
And don't do it when your partner's cooking tea. What's for tea?
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
Why are you cooking that? There's a time and a place for everything, people. Okay, we have another reading to give away before we've got a donated reading to do for Christian. We have another one to give away courtesy of Cindy, the lady that we thought she was banned, but she came on anyway. She unbanned herself. That's the power she has. So people, people pick a number between. I reckon. Yep. Pick a number between 1 and 10, people. Between 1 and 10. Pick a number between 1 and 10, and who gets the magic number gets the magic reading. Okay, so that's a number between 0 and 10. 1 and 10. And who gets the number gets the reading. What do I do? The heck? What the what? Oh, this is a Tesla disc. This is a Tesla disc, Cindy. I forget where I got this online, but this is for auric field. This is for your field. Regulating field, and also astral stuff. Yeah, I know you donated. I'm just making you work for it, Christian. I was just waiting till you sitting down. Have you cooked the rice, have you? If you made the coffees, you cooked the rice, you done the dishes, Christian? That's my brother. He probably has done some of that, but and you can get, this one's for portals, but there's different handmade symbols that they put on them when you buy them. They're about $100. Mandy, I can't remember. Just type in Tesla, just see what comes up. There'll be jewelry ones. Yeah, so they're all handmade metal, but they're energetic things. They're pretty cool. Okay, so no one has a number. Oh, no one's going to pick a number. Should we just go? So people, pick a number between 1 and 10 if you want a reading from Cindy. Are you reading, Cindy? That's her day off. So people, pick a number between 1 and 10. No one wants a reading. That's all right. I was only going to go on for a couple of hours. Read for Kieran and Christian, and then we'll go. Don't worry me. It's all good. I was just me and Stathi were on Discord. We were discussing. We were just talking. I said, "Yeah, man, you want to go live? Yeah, go live." Hey, Angela, there you go. Are you? What am I going to get smacked for? What have I done, Mandy? I've been a good boy. Yeah, I've been a good boy. How you going, Joan? How you going? Hey, Glennis. We called you out the other day on the marathon show, and you'd gone. We were going to read you. We're going to read a few years left. We do eventually get around to people. But, yeah. Oh, I don't know. She might. Cindy, Mandy wants to know if you're going to do a reading for her.
No, I'm going to be making a coffee.
Hey, priorities. Priorities. Mandy, I tried. Not hard. I didn't try hard, but I hardly tried. Does that count? Yes. No. Okay. I better be good. So if you if you want a reading, people, put a number between 1 and 10. Okay. You can put a number that's not between 1 and 10. Chances are you won't get the reading, but we'll know you're there. How are you today, Mandy? You taking it easy? How's Muggles and Mr. Darcy? Are they just like sitting there in the heater going, yeah, whatever? Sitting there chilling. I know, Glennis, you know, you don't have to say sorry from New Zealand, but we understand where you're coming from because we know a few people there. Angela, I was not thinking of you. I'm such a stirrer, aren't I? That gets me in trouble.
It's only 2 hours, Glynis.
Yeah, like I say, 8:08. Were you 8:38?
Yeah, 8:38.
Mm. Yeah, Glennis, watch out for Ritticellas. I think she's a Kiwi. Yeah, we haven't got Australian fruit though, have we? Or an Australian bird. So you guys are pretty lucky. You got kiwi fruit and a kiwi bird. Should we just give Glennis a reading?
Oh, I think someone will be annoyed.
What? Who, Christian? He's not going anywhere.
No, Christian. Are you still here? Kieran.
What was it? Sweetie Pie?
No, Kieran. Sweetie Pie's already disappeared. No, Kieran.
I think Kieran's gone.
Kieran's around.
Kieran, is she? I thought she'd be like typing in numbers.
I know. I was waiting for Kieran to.
We actually do have a number. We're not just like pulling your boots, just messing with you. We actually do put a number in the private chat.
So there is a number. We're just waiting for you.
There is a number. See, look, my hands are here.
Oh, I saw that one. That's why you're not up there yet. That's not the right number. We already said it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's your belief.
You need more coffee? Coffee and heaps of chili. Because it would be burning. You're like, I can't sleep with my mouth burning.
Well, stop believing.
But then how am I going to get presents at Christmas? Then how am I going to get presents from Santa Claus?
That really works. not believing what you've been told really, really works.
All sorts of things. What? I always want coffee.
Miss Pangelali. You getting it? So we don't
I got it.
somebody up. Good. Come on, people. Oh, we have a winner.
Winners.
We do have a winner.
See? You can't be that tired. You just straight onto it. Boom. There's the number. You got it happening. You got it happening. Okay, Glennis. You just take a big breath in through your nose. Hold it for a second. And then as you blow it out through your mouth, I want you to just breathe all the energy down your body, into your feet, into the ground. Big breath in through your nose. Hold it for a little bit. And as you blow out through your mouth, feel all that energy going down into the ground. Okay. So, do you know what happens when we focus on stuff that we can't do anything about? It drains us. It makes us stress. We get more run down, which means we can take on sickness, or we just don't function at the level that we possibly could be. Okay, because we put our energy into worrying about stuff that we can't change. Okay, and at the moment I'm feeling that there's worrying, this stuff that you're running over and over and over in your head, you can't do anything about, Glennis. Okay, so at the moment it's like, if I was someone else, I would, as an outsider, I'd say, why are you doing that? Why are you putting energy into making yourself stress? We'll do it without thinking about it. And we've got to, the first step is to understand that we're doing that. We're overthinking, we're overanalyzing things that we can't change, and we're just wasting our life force wishing of the past that can't be changed unless we had a time machine. Or you could get your Merkabahs happening, coming in and out of time and dimensions go back, which probably wouldn't be on this show if that was the case. What I'm getting is we can't change what has happened. So we need to, Glennis, we need to nip it in the butt and get out of that headspace, because it will just drain you. Okay. But what's your intuition telling you? What's your inner knowing? There's steps. I just feel like there's some steps that you need to be taking at the moment. There's some stuff that you know that you should be doing, and they just get swept under the carpet. I got the first card I've got for you is the Medicine Mother. Honor that inner knowing. This is inverted. This is talking about in our mind. Okay, this is talking about your intuition talking to you. Okay, we have these instincts. We have this intuition. And the way we get used to tuning into it is acting upon it. We're not always going to get it right. We'll know when we don't. The universe is good like that, letting us know. But it's us. Okay? Because there's a lot of stuff from the past. Okay? I just feel like too much energy is going in the past, thinking, oh God, I had it good there. This is like when we get people get hooked up on, past flames. It's like, hey, things aren't going back to the way they were, but people will just keep worrying about it and stressing and feeding energy into it. Okay, just as an example. But at the moment, I've got, look, down the bottom of your main pile, I've got the autumn card, release the old and rest, and this is inverted. So what are you hanging on to in your mind? in your heart, in your life? What are you hanging on to that you don't want to let go of? So when we hang on to the past, apart from just taking up energy and power that we don't, it's doing no use to us, all it does is drain our energy and keep us from being all we can in the moment. Okay, which is hard. So basically, what we're doing is we're always worried about the past, and we're always worried about what happened, and this happened, and that happened, and I feel like this. And when we keep doing that to ourselves, what we're doing is we're saying, okay, I'm going to take 80% of my energy reserve, and I'm going to throw it into the past. It can't be changed. And then we wonder why we're having a hard time getting over stuff. It's because all energy's there. It's like, quick, give the energy to the past. Quick, everyone, put energy to the past. And it just, when we look at it like that, it just makes no sense. But we all do it. And we've got to pick ourselves up, and we've got to recognize this and pull ourselves back to the present. Because the main action card I've got for you at the moment is the Lord card. Take charge with authority. This is the card. This is a guy, Lord guy saying, hey man, let's get it done. This card represents that when we want something done, we must take authority over it, and we must do it. Okay, so Glennis, you want the change? It's time to stand up and be the change, and make the changes that you need. Make the changes that you need to honor your inner knowing. Okay, to self-nurture, to take care of yourself. Okay, we can't just put it. We can put it on the back burner and worry about it later. That's free will. All that. That's what we can always do that. But at the moment, you're being asked to take authority. Okay, this is saying it's time to come into the driver's seat. And there's going to be stuff that's coming up that you have no power over. Okay, that's why we get out of our minds and we stop thinking about the past, and we stop worrying about things that we can't change. So when the bigger stuff comes, we're like, okay, we're in a better spot to deal with it. Okay, because the next card I've got for you is the Shaman card, Trust in High Forces. This is inverted. This is saying, hey, get out of your mind, stop worrying about what you can't change, stop worrying about the future, become present and follow your intuition, your guidance, and let the universe, whatever you want to call it, worry about the unknown. Okay, because all we do is we can manifest, and we put that in reality, and we call it stress. I don't encourage sitting there in front of Netflix, but sometimes you just better just sitting there watching Netflix going, hey, focusing on that and getting out of the worry or the what ifs. Okay? Because it just drains us. And you don't need to be drained at the moment. You don't need to be drained at the moment, Glennis. The next card I've got for you is the Air Guardian. Shift your perception. Okay, that's talking about your reality, that your beliefs, what you're going through. It's not going to change, and this is the problem: is we go looking for all those wants. When this happens, we expect that we're going to be happy when everything is rosy. Okay, and that's not how it works. Okay, it's about acceptance of what is, and being present in the moment, and understanding, and not clinging to everything that we want. Because then when we don't have it, we're like, oh, I need that to be happy. I need that to be happy. Everyone thinks they have to be happy to have inner peace. And it's not the way it works. So at the moment, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong in this. Your life is perfect for you at the moment to do what it is it needs to show you and experience at the moment. Okay? So we want all these things to change, but in actual fact, what we need to just do is shift our perception and come back into the driver's seat and enjoy it, this experience, for what it is. So I've got the Air Guardian card asking you to shift your perception and start to look at this a different way. Because when we look at things in victim mode, guess what happens? We become the victim. Okay, and that's like saying, okay, here, have 90% of my energy, everything else around me. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. That's not good. Okay, I'll get you one from my marriage, this oracle deck. from Deb Gilmore. It's the Rise card. Get in touch with your true inner self and enjoy the moment. That's about becoming present. It's like not being somewhere else in your head. Okay? For reading, I hope that's assisted you, Glennis.
Hello, Glennis. Yeah, Brooke has pretty much said everything. I'll just state it and just elaborate a little bit more. You're overthinking a lot of things. One thing we do is we tend to hold on to certain things. When you can acknowledge that, yes, it is an experience that you have had, it's not happening right this moment. The only thing that is happening is your memory of it. And you keep going back to it. So, what you're focusing on, you're giving energy to, and you're responding accordingly to your thoughts of that memory that you're focusing on. We create our own situations. To pull away from that is to not focus on the memory and focus on what you're doing in this moment. Or what you should be doing is listening and not focusing on the memory. It's not occurring. When you focus on things that are not occurring, yes, it is experiencing it as you're remembering it. And you're experiencing it in this moment. How much of an awareness you have of that? Well, that's what it really comes down to. Where do you focus? A lot of it, or most of it, other than this moment and what is happening right now, everything else is in your mind. It's not actually occurring other than you think it's occurring. But the real thing that's occurring is this moment. Can you pull yourself away from your thoughts? Can you be present, being aware of what you're doing right now? Can you work on focusing on the body? Can you work on focusing on the chakras? How you're feeling? Can you meditate and just keep your focus here, not on your thoughts, not what you remember? Acknowledging, yes, I've experienced that. That is not happening now. As I said, the rest, Brooke has already said it. You bring your focus back to this present moment instead of your mind. Otherwise, you'll continue to experience it and you'll think that, well, you eventually start to project because you will be reacting without even realizing to what you're reacting to. So out of the mind, into the present moment, allow the moment to be presented to you. Even if you're thinking about how things are going to be tomorrow, it doesn't matter what the situation is. If you're thinking about it, you're in your mind. If you're observing, you're out of the mind. Be the observer. Hope that helps. But we don't let the past go. So we all have this idea that we need to let it go. It's not. It's not. It's more about it's happened. It's not happening right now. We tend to hold on to it. We cannot observe this moment for what it is and appreciate it. We require something else because this moment feels empty. We're so used to being in the mind and the energy of the mind that when we bring it to this focus, being present, we're not feeling that energy of the thoughts and we're addicted to thinking. Thinking itself is an addiction because thinking does have a frequency to it. And once addicted to the frequency, that's why we get lost into it. It's no different to a drug addict. Overthinking is the same as a drug addict. You're getting lost in your mind. Where do you think a drug addict goes? One's not present, one's not aware of what they're doing. One's going in auto mode, just around like a zombie. Bring oneself to the point of being aware of what's occurring, observing it, and not attaching to it. And yes, the past is always there. One can remember it accordingly. Just don't allow the past to dictate this moment. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Well, thank you, Glennis. Thank you. Okay. Now we have a donated reading to do for Christian, but I don't think he's around. So should we give his reading to someone else?
If he gives me a couple of copies, we can have a conversation where his donation goes to.
What?
Donation.
Yeah, are you making coffee?
Yeah.
Well, then you're excused.
I know you. Thank you, Kieran. I was going to call you up before. Hang around, Kieran.
You'll see. You just get on the show, won't it? Yep. Okay, Kieran.
Hang around, Kieran. I'm not ignoring you. Not at all. But, I was going to say, just hang around.
Kieran, who? I've
Christian,
heard that name somewhere. No, he's making coffee. He's got something more important.
Okay.
Something more important to do.
That's okay. Then let me make the coffee. I'll have a couple of them.
Right, Stathi will have one, and Cindy too.
Two.
Better get one for Cindy.
That'll be three. That's 4 coffees. 2 for me.
4 coffees. Get one for yourself, bro. Spoil yourself.
That's 5 coffees then. 2 come to me.
Oh, that's it.
3 of you guys. There's 1 of me, so that's 5 coffees. Okay, let's pick on Kieran.
Kieran, I'm gonna. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, Kieran. I'm gonna do something different for you. Now is a lucky time for you, Kieran. Now, what do we do? What do we do with luck? It's up to us. It's like, I mean, luck's good. Some people might say it's lucky to win the lottery, and then they blow all the money, lose all their friends, and end up broke again. How lucky was that? Okay, it depends what you do with it. Okay, so what lucky in what area? That's what you have to work out, Kieran. What do you? I'm not going to tell you the unknown. You'll know how everything's going to happen. You're like, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? You've got to get out of that. You're going to miss life if you're always looking there, Kieran. You're going to miss life because at the moment, here, look, I've got you're right where you need to be. Okay, your direction is clear. You're on the right target, but this is inverted. So there's experiences in front of you. Okay, there's catalysts for learning. There's all sorts of stuff happening around you, but you're worried. At the moment you're so worried about how things are going to play out that you're not even seeing what's happening in front of you. Okay, you're always steps ahead. It's like, you order something on the menu and then you're sitting there going, I wonder how that's going to taste. I wonder how that's going to taste. When you get the meal and you get to eat it, you're going to taste it. Until then, enjoy the conversation, whoever you're having dinner with. Okay, but this is coming inverted. It's the bow and arrow. You're right. It's coming inverted. You're right where you need to be. Your direction is clear. You're on target, but you're not looking at where you are. Your focus is on where you want to be. Okay, where am I going to be in the future? Okay, you've got to bring it back to the present. You've got to bring it back to yourself, because you go through life always somewhere else, wanting to know how it's all going to play out. Why not be? Do you know how your story turns out, Kieran? You want to know how your story's going to turn out? Best you be in your story and a participant in your experience than worrying how it's going to play out. Okay, we don't know. I can pull some cards and say sometimes stuff comes up, sometimes it doesn't. I can give you stuff on timelines that are ahead of you, but then that'll change your action, and that you might shift to another timeline. I can say something like, hypothetically, like you're going to meet your man of your dreams tomorrow, and then you might go sit home on your couch going, okay, I'm waiting. When's he coming? When's he coming? And then he doesn't show. Because if I didn't say anything, you could have gone down the shops, struck up, bumped into someone and go, oh, sorry about that. And they're like, oh, no, it's my fault. Here, I'll buy you a cup of coffee. You don't know. Are you ready for the future? What about now? What about now? Okay. Look, I got the palette card come up inverted. Be creative. Express yourself. Learn something new. Okay, that's inverted. What are you doing to expand your horizons at the moment, Kieran? This is what is being asked of you. Are you expanding your horizons? Are you finding yourself? Are you actively searching for yourself? Or do you just want to know how it's going to play out? Who's in the driver's seat of life for you at the moment? These are the questions that we're going to ask ourselves. This is what these cards are asking. Okay? Because there's opportunity everywhere around you. There's so many things. I can see so many things that are coming in and out of your life, but because you're always looking, wanting to know how everything's going to work out, you're missing stuff all around you at the moment. You're missing people. You're missing knowing people. You're missing experiences. You're missing opportunities left, right, and center because you're so far ahead of what's going to happen. Someone might say, hey, you want to come out today? And you're like, oh, I don't know. Why? What's going to happen? You know why you don't know which opportunity? Because you're not present. You're somewhere else. You're somewhere else worrying how everything's going to turn out. This is the pattern, Kieran, that you need to break. This is the pattern that I see you going around and around and around and around and around in. Okay? And you'd be going from reader to reader. What's going to happen next? Where am I meant to be going next? This is the whole thing. Is you're not in the driver's seat. You're going to come in the driver's seat and start making these choices for yourself. Go, hey, I'm going to experience this. I'm going to decide for myself. You're always looking for someone else to decide for you. We're going to get, Kieran. If you want to have a rich experience in life, you've got to get out of that cycle. There's opportunities everywhere, in all areas. No, until it happens, until it unplays and unfolds. Okay. What's your favourite TV show, Kieran? Have you got a TV show that's your favourite? What is it? What's your favourite TV show? Have you got one? Favourite series? Big Boss. Okay. Is it a movie or a series? Series or movie? Okay, it doesn't matter. What I'm getting at is, you know what's going to happen in the next movie they're bringing out about Big Boss? Or the next series they're going to bring out? You know what's going to happen? Until you watch it, you're not going to know. Okay? And if it's a live reality show, what's going to happen next? Unless you watch it and you're present and watching it, you're not going to know. You're like, oh, unless I know what's going to happen, I can't watch it. Unless I know how the story's going to happen, unless I know how the show's going to end, I can't watch it. Imagine living life like that. Okay? You need to come back into you. Okay, it just feels like you're so separated from yourself at the moment that it doesn't matter what you know about the future. It's not going to help. Because I'm just looking at missed opportunity. Some opportunities are going to be obvious for you, but some of them. It's like when we get worried about relationships, Kieran. We get, oh, is this going to be the right partner for me? Well, see, you've got to work out who you are, and you've got to work out how the relationship is. You've got to work that out, not the cards, not someone else telling you how it's going. Oh yeah, this one's yeah. Oh, we got to exercise that right to know for ourselves. Otherwise, we miss life. Okay, and you're absent. You're not present in your life at the moment, Kieran, and we need you to become present so you can see what's really going on. Okay, because at the moment there's no one that can tell you that everything's going to be right and it's all going to work out. It's called life. We don't know, and we're going to make peace with that, Kieran. I really feel you need to make peace with that, because you're peacekeeper. Let go of you're going to make peace with it. You're going to make peace with it. This is inverted. This is the intended creating card. You know what? It's wanting you to be present and come back into you, Kieran. The choice is yours, but please come back. Please come back into yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be out trying to outpace yourself, running all your life. It's not good. You miss out. We want the best for you. I hope that's assisted you.
Really, I think Brooke said enough here, but where I'm going to go with this one is, what is it you're after? What do you truly want? It comes down to that. Earlier, one wants to know themselves. What is it you want? I know somebody who wants to know who they are, they want to know themselves. What do you want? I know what I'm after. If you know what you want, you can sort of work with something like that. There's no real direction to go with as I focus on you, and I can only work with what Brooke has said. I think you're confused with certain things and you want things to be in a particular way. And disappointment is when they don't turn out to be the way that you think that they should be turning out. Opportunities are constant, and Brooke mentioned about the opportunities being, again, where are you? Are you in your mind, or are you present, acknowledging what's happening to realize the opportunity when it's presented to you? Or are you in the mind of hoping that the opportunity is going to be presented to you and missing it because you're just focusing on hoping? Reality is this moment. To know the future, and the future's always been broad, and everybody wants to know what's going to happen tomorrow. You know, no one knows what's going to happen tomorrow. You can think about what you need to do tomorrow. That's a different story. And if you need to be doing it, it's because it's based on work. And that comes down to a different topic of conversation. So acknowledge what is occurring at this moment is where all the opportunities arise. It is not about what's going to happen tomorrow. And if you did know, even if you could see what's going to happen tomorrow, I'll guarantee you it's only going to be a memory. And do you want to really be doing the same thing over again? So if you really know what you're going to do, why do you need to do it again? So instead of focusing on how things can be, or focusing on how things were and could have changed them, and all the stories that occur in one's mind, bring one's focus back to this present moment. Because in this moment itself, everything that you require is here. Everything. It's not out there. All the opportunities are in this moment itself. But to see those opportunities, you have to get out of your mind. You have to get out of the way that you're thinking, or getting out of your mind is not thinking. Getting out of your mind is actually being aware of what's truly occurring. And when one thinks one is thinking, it's being aware that one is not actually thinking, but aware of what thoughts are. No, not going too deep in that aspect of it. To be clear with oneself is to get out of one's mind, to be present, to be aware of what you're doing as you're doing it. Be aware of what's happening, who's around, what is it that you're after. Well, how will you know if it's been presented to you if you're not present? Know what you want. If there's something there that's going to present itself to give you what you want, it will. Otherwise, be happy with what you do have, and what you do have is yourself in this moment. Are you healthy? Are you good? Are you breathing? Great. If your focus is on what it used to be, and your focus is on how you would like things to be, you're going to miss what is occurring at this moment. So bring yourself back to yourself. Acknowledge this moment. Acknowledge that in your mind, it's only going to drive you crazy because it's always going to be in your mind and not coming out into reality. Focus on, if you don't know what chakras are, study on the chakras, see how they work or how they're associated to the body. The focus on being present is focusing on the body itself. There's a lot more involved in it. Let's simplify it, but that's where it all begins. So bring your focus back to yourself and start working from there. And again, questions, ask. If you want to know about tomorrow, maybe we are not the ones to assist you there. Knowing about yourself in this present moment, well, all I keep doing and all Brooke has been doing is bringing you back to yourself here and now. Hope that helps you, Karen. And yes, you can ask questions. Everyone can ask questions. I can ask for coffees, so you can ask for questions.
Well, I can tell. You want to know what's going to happen in the future, Kieran? I just pulled 3 cards for the future. Okay? And all the happy cards in the top are inverted, and the bottom card is the Empress, which is basically saying, till you come into your power, come present, then you can start flipping things around. There's the future.
If you come to realization, if you bring yourself to this moment right now, all you have is this moment. And to truly come to bring your focus here and pay attention to what I'm saying. Right now, every word that you are hearing is a memory. Everything I've said and done up to this moment is a memory. There is nothing happening after this moment. The only thing we have here is this moment as it's unfolding. One's awareness is in this moment and not in the next moment or the moment that was. It is this moment as it is unfolding. And as this moment unfolds, one is aware of this moment becoming a memory. Can you hold this moment? Watching it unfold. Watch yourself unfold within this moment. Be the observer of self. Want to know yourself? Bring yourself to this present moment and let go of what you believe. Everything is in your mind. Be aware that it's in your mind. Be present. Observe what you are doing. Keep your focus on what you're doing in this moment itself. And be aware this moment is changing, becoming a memory. That's all there is. The observer of the memory is the observer of the past. One wants to know the future. Be present, to be aware of what the past is first.
Okay.
Hello,
Who's here?
Julie.
Angelita. I can't see her.
Julie. Julie Banks. So
Julie.
hello, Julie.
Oh, hello, Julie. Robin's friend, eh? Um, you're welcome, Kieran. You're always welcome. Okay. Christian has donated for an extended reading.
Okay. Where are you, Christian?
Yeah, Christian. And if Christian is not watching the show and is not present, we'll give his donated reading to someone. Oh, there he is. That was close,
There he
man.
is.
That was close.
How are you, Julie?
Okay.
Okay, Christian. Get out of your head.
That's where he hangs out, apart from the fridge. You know, there's certain things that we want out of life. Okay. And we can take steps towards them. Okay. But the thing is eventually we're going to have to step out of our comfort zones. And eventually, if we hope to grow, if we hope to move forward, or if that's what we're looking for, is there's stuff that needs to be dealt with, there's stuff that needs to be changed, and there's stuff that needs to be let go of. We can't, it's like it's like you're in you've just come into you're running top fuel drag cars, and then you're worried about the steward. You're still bitching about the steward in the speedway that wronged you last time you raced, even though you're up a different class, you're in a different section, you're doing a totally different thing. Okay, you're still in your mind about the old stuff, because the first card I got for you is shed the old skin. We cannot hang on to the old. We want to move forward, we want to move new, we want to transform. Okay, there's transformation here. There's the sky is the limit, or as you would prefer, the skyline is the limit. Okay, but the first card I've got for you is a snake. Shed the old skin. We can't move. We try to move forward, and what usually stops most people from moving forward is they want to hold on to their old pain. They want to hold on to this. They want to hold on to that. That's chained them down, and we've got to change. We can't sit in doing the same thing, being the same way. What did Einstein say? He said the definition of insanity was doing the same thing and day in, day out, and expecting different results. What do you need to let go of? Is it healing? Is it choices? What is it? What is it that's so important that you can't let go of? That every time you'd rather hang on. It's like you're trying to walk away from a wall. You're trying to walk away from a door, but the problem is you won't let go of the door handle. So every time you go to walk away from the door, you're just like, oh, I'm still holding on to the door handle. How long do we keep doing this until we say, hey, how about I let go? I let go of the door handle. Okay? The choices. Because at the moment there's so much negativity that you're holding on in your mind about the past and what you've been through. It feels like it's, we make a better line. It feels like there's all this stuff that you're like, well, I can't because this happened to me, that happened to me, because of this, because of that, I can't. Okay, because I've got it's time to release negativity inverted next to the snake. That's saying that you're holding on to negative stuff because you don't want to give it away. Why? Ask yourself, what is that stuff giving you? Holding on to that, what is that doing for you? How does that assist you? Hanging on to the negativity. How does that help you? What's so important about it that you've got to carry it around with you? That's the old door. You can't move past to the next door when you're still holding on to the door handle behind you, that door. How long? I mean, my legs have gone dead. If I let go of the handle, I might fall. Yeah, probably will if you've got a dead leg. But you know what? Might hurt too. But you get up and you roogie your foot till you get the blood coming back into your leg, and then you'll just get up and start walking again and walking forward. But you're no longer holding on to the door. What is so scary about the unknown? But look, the protection guardian on the bottom of your main pile. I don't want to release the negativity and the old ways. Why? Because they're my shield. They're my comfort zone. They're my barrier. They're my barrier, so no one has any expectations. And we all do this. We start to use it as an excuse. And we hang on to it. I know self-sabotage. I know it too well. How long are we going to self-sabotage ourselves and hang on and use the past as a shield just so we can hide? We can hide in the past. We can hide in our shortcomings. We can hide. How long are you going to hide for? Because at the moment you're being asked to move into the light. But the problem is, Fox Spirit, the survivor card is inverted because you're worried about, how am I going to survive? How's it going to turn out? What path do you want? What do you truly want? As I say to you all the time, man, there's always next lifetime. It goes for everyone. You can do it next lifetime, or a lifetime after, or a lifetime after that, or a lifetime after that. It's up to you. What do you want out of this lifetime? But until you start actually meditating and contemplate, and when we contemplate, then we have to put intention out, and then we have to make the changes. Until that happens, the end of a tough cycle. Okay? Even if we're cycling on a bike, when the end of the tough cycle ends, when we stop the bike and we get off of it, we stop riding. We let go of the ride. You'll stay in the situation, the reality that you're creating for it, as long as you want. When you want to change it, you'll change it. But there's stuff to shed, there's stuff to let go of. We hold on to fear and we shield ourselves with it. And then we live in fear. We live in our comfort zones. And that's all that seems to be happening at the moment. The chameleon card. Be seen, enjoy life. There is no need to hide in the shadows. That's inverted because you're hiding in the shadows. Because you feel safe there. Okay? Do you want to embrace? Do you want to move forward, or do you want to hide in the shadows? So that's all that's happening at the moment, is hiding in the shadows. What do you worry about? Criticism? From who? Me? Yeah. I'm sure you'll get over it. From other people? Yeah. Everyone gets criticism all the time from all over the place. It's part of life. Okay? There's an energy that surrounds you. It's not yours to absorb. Reflect this energy. Okay? What are you on taking board from the people around you that is not in your highest good, and you're taking it on board, and you're feeding someone else's projection of you, who they think you'd copy in. Thank you, by the way. Okay, but like a lot of things, one's individual growth is not a part-time job. When it becomes a part-time job, then we've got 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Stathi's got tech problems. Cindy, would you like to finish off this reading?
No, don't know. I'm just knitting.
Okay, yeah, but they could be psychic knitting needles.
No, definitely not. Christian, just one thing. Where's my coffee? Don't make me come there to get it, because I will.
Okay, we're just waiting. Sorry about this, Christian. We're just waiting on Stathi. He's disappeared. Oh my god, he's moved to an alternate timeline.
Yep. Maybe he's gone into the future.
I know. I was present enough the other day to witness a timeline shift. That was bizarre. A glitch in the matrix. Very interesting story. I'll tell you later, Cindy. What are you sorry about? How you spelled her name?
That's all right. I read typo very well.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, I'm just raising up. We're just raising up. Sorry, Cindy.
I know.
Okay.
We enjoy doing that with each other.
So, Christian, what I've got here, look, believe the impossible, which you're not doing. I've got, look, the frustration card, which is inverted as well. Emotions are running higher. Okay, because what's going to happen is the more we stay where we are, the thicker the walls get, the thicker the walls that we build. And the first card I've got here in these 3 cards is work through your fears. Until you if you don't work through your fears, some of the things that you want to happen in your life aren't even going to come close. Okay? You're quite a capable person. And I've got the frustration card. That's inverted. Why? Because until we start working through our fears and moving forward, we're going to get the same old. And the interesting thing about this card is it talks about the answer is right underneath our nose. And we don't want to look at it. Why? Because we've got attachment to something that we don't want to do. We don't want to see. We don't want to admit to. Because the thing is, when we move forward and we start doing the work, we need to know oneself, and to move forward, we have to start being honest with ourselves. And when we got honest with ourselves, there's nowhere to hide. When there's nowhere to hide, there's no false reality to hide behind. We need an illusion to hide behind, even though it's an illusion. We've got to get past that. We're all got to get past that. I hope this assisted you.
Christian. It's Christian still, isn't it? No,
There's that. Or do you need to borrow this? It's a gear stick. You enjoy that.
Christian. You know, I remember when I first met you. There is something. I'd say there was also. There's something there. It doesn't matter what I see within you or what anyone sees within you. You need to see that for yourself. At this point in time, you are full on into distraction mode. All you're doing is distracting yourself and avoiding yourself. That's what it is. Your toys are all good, yeah. It's great to have toys to play with, but that's all they are. They're not leading you anywhere. They might give you that satisfaction for that moment, but as you're aware, you're going to spend the money to update it and upgrade it to keep you even happier. But it's not happier. That's all part-time happiness. What you're looking for is exactly what I kept telling you. It's within you. Stop distracting yourself. Stop playing games, because all of it is playing games. Stop playing those games. Bring yourself to yourself. Do the work. You have, Brooke is there. You could be having such amazing conversations, going into, stripping back into so much of the conversations that you could be having. He's right there with you. This is all on you. This is you. You are responsible for what you are doing and how things are turning out for you. If you keep focusing, Brooke has already said it. If you keep focusing on the past, that's all you're going to keep experiencing. If you keep hoping for the future to be any different, well, you're missing out what's happening. That applies to everyone. Bring yourself back to yourself. Start doing the work. Ask questions. Brooke's right there. You've got all the opportunities in the world to constantly keep asking him and nagging him. This is what I'm sensing. This is what it is. Why is this occurring? Do you have any idea what this means? If not, look, search, seek, question. But bring it back to you yourself. Continue doing the work. You know what the work is. You've heard it enough, and you hear Brooke speaking enough. You hear us talking all the time. So you already know a lot of what we talk about. You already know that it's not about what's going to happen, it's what's occurring. Yeah, you might be aware that you're playing a game or driving your vehicle or doing whatever it is that you're doing. But that's just parts of the journey. That's part of the enjoyment. There's so much more that you're missing out if that's all your focus is on. Christian, happy to speak to you anytime. You know that. You know what it finds. Don't have much more. Other than that, Brooke can use the sword on you anytime. Hope that helps, Christian. Oh, Gradation Road. I like Gradation Road. You're welcome. Yeah, joking, Christian. Christian, thank you. Yeah, it's we can have a joke, but it's all really to you to do the work and pull yourself out of where you are. Be present. You are distracting yourself. We all do that to ourselves. We distract ourselves. We don't realize it. As we choose to keep focusing on our thoughts, we're always in our head, in our mind, not being present, realizing what's occurring. Oh, cards going to cost you. Cards always cost. They're not for free. I don't do cards. Brooke's the one you got to ask for a card. That man there that just came on screen, he's the one with the cards. I don't deal with cards.
Why? What does someone want to know? Let's have fun.
What? Someone wants to possibly know if they can get a card. You got any spare cards to give out?
Yeah. He wants a card?
A message.
Message.
It's changed. Now it's a message. No, it's not cards. It's a message now. Sorry, mate. Don't want the cards anymore. Can you make up your mind? What is it? A card or a message? Okay. Look, you come in serious then.
Charlotte, the path that you're on at the moment, okay, it's exactly where you should be to be learning what you need to be learning right now. Okay? Everything that's going in your life, we can look at it as two things. We can look at it as well as me. We can look at it as good or bad, or we can just accept that we are where we are, because at the end of the day, we are where we are. But look, I've got hold your vision. Hold the stuff that you want for yourself in your life. Okay, but this is inverted. So it's a struggle. And the opposite end, I've got a frustration card. Okay, this is a timeline of your future. But what's interesting, right in the middle, okay, of all these possible timelines and outcomes for you, there's a card that says a time to give rather than take. What that card's saying is, instead of standing back and going, hey, bring me this, universe, when's this going to happen? When's that going to happen? It's like, what can you do for you to help you, to assist you? What can you do for you to assist you? This is asking you to be proactive in creating the life that you want. Being proactive, not waiting for it to happen. So we can be waiting forever. We can be waiting for another 10,000 lifetimes. And the lifetime that we get what we want is when we've worked out it's a time rather to give to yourself, to nurture yourself, to love yourself enough to take action for yourself, to create that which you wish to create. There are your cards.
Be careful what you wish for.
Be careful what you wish for. That's it.
You don't need to be sorry, Shayla.
Nah, you're fine. You're fine. You're good. You're gorgeous. Keep your wishes simple. Like, I wish I could get more coffee. I don't know. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy this. This could be the last cup of coffee I ever have. I don't know.
Bite your tongue. Bite your tongue, boy.
I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. Intuitive focus mug. It's got a chip in it, so I'll do it cheap if anyone wants this second hand. This is Australia. We have fun.
Shayla's from Great Ocean Road.
The what? Are you in Australia too? Great Ocean Road. Oh, okay. Man, I used to go and visit Lorne when I was a kid. We used to go down there. The rainforest, Great Ocean Road. Beautiful.
That's where I'm associated. Look over Great Ocean Road, and I are very good friends. I used to go up Grampians a lot. So that used to be a destination.
Yeah, too hilly, too much climbing. Yeah.
That's what I used to go do, rock climbing. Yeah, and I've stayed at Wye River as well. They're fishing one time. literally off the river where the outlet is. Some good memories.
Yeah. I was a kid fishing in the rainstorm because we went on holiday and I took a fishing rod. Man, I was just like, man, they're all in the caravan and I'm at the Great Ocean. I think the Lawn Caravan Park. It's got a little river that comes through it. And man, it's belting down rain. I didn't care. I was in my raincoat, not catching fish. As long as I was fishing, I was like, I came here to fish.
Back then we were doing night surf fishing, so we had this massive bonfire happening, a few drinks, a few friends enjoying the evening, beautiful evening, and yeah, just chilling. And that was at White River. I still remember that. One of the teachers, I used to go to TAFE. One of the teachers had a holiday house up at Y, so I stayed there for a weekend. Good times, good memories. I think so. We can remember, we can enjoy it. Okay, where are we? Who do we have? Who's here?
We've got no donated readings are up to date. Who's here? Do it. I'll remind you, I did a 12-hour marathon like a couple of days ago.
I know.
I know. I'm gonna be like pulling that out all the time. Like
12 hours.
12 hours.
Let's see who beats the 12-hour. Let's see who beats the 12-hour marathon.
I'll put it out there, all you readers. If you do a 12-hour marathon, I'll come on and give you a hand. I don't care if I'm not doing anything. I'll come on, pull a few cards.
I can sit for 12 hours and do nothing. Sit in and just do what I do. Just leave the camera on.
Yeah, and Netflix doesn't count, people.
Yeah, Netflix.
Stan? Yeah, Stan, maybe. Binge watching Mandalorian, I would accept that. I can't binge watch Harry Potter anymore. I fall asleep.
No, I've done the Harry Potter thing. Can't go there. Too fresh in the mind.
Okay. Well, if not, I've got an idea.
Ideas again. Too many ideas. Come on.
What about...
Don't let him have his idea. Don't let him speak his idea. Alan, do your run-outs. Hey, peeps, after this, we're going to head off to Discord. So if you want to just have a chat, so we go with the chats, join us in Discord.
I'm going to head off to and have some timeline Vindaloo.
Well, you can do what you're going to do.
Some Force Matrix Vindaloo.
I'm going to just jump over to good old Discord. And anybody wants to come and yak away?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because people on the Discord server, we hang out there and chat about all things spiritual and that. But I will pre-warn you, we rip apart all things spiritual because, hey, anything that's worth its weight will hold. Anything that's not worth its weight will get dissected. That's the whole point.
So if you...
Sorry?
Go on. No, I was going to say, if you're interested in crashing your reality, come to Discord. know how the mind works, play around with different ideas, join us. Hello, Jake.
Yeah. What, Jake? Just met us. Yeah, we don't want to rip apart your reality on a first date, Jake. That'd just be wrong, wouldn't it?
No, I start
That's
straight
okay.
away. I'll rip it.
He does. He doesn't care. He's right into it.
Okay.
He's like, come on,
Don't be me.
you unconscious people.
Okay. Challenge. I'm more than happy for a challenge. Someone give me a challenge. So come to Discord,
Okay.
challenge me. I like challenges. Come
Well,
on.
now ready
Okay.
for Jake.
Anyone?
Heavy heart, Jake. It happens at the moment. Look, it feels like, Jake, a lot of closing yourself off. Okay? Seems like a lot of closing yourself off at the moment. Okay? Look, the last card I got for you is Courage, the Dagger card. Courage and protection surround you. Break free from the negative cycles and release the unwanted attachments. Okay, but the first two cards I've got there, the middle card I got for you is the chest card. Abundance comes in all forms. Be open to receive. But the problem is this card's opening yourself to receive. This card is shut down. It's there, but you've closed a part of your life off at the moment. Okay, there's too much clutter. I've got clear out the clutter, make way to receive blessings. But this is like we protect. We shield ourselves from everything around us because we've been hurt. We get into self-sabotage. We get into all these things. Why? Because we keep reliving everything. We keep reliving all this pain in our life. We focus on the pain, and then all it does is keep us in fear and cuts down opportunities. And there's so much happening around us and trying to come in, and we shut ourselves off to it. And it's nowhere to live. Okay, and sometimes the way to lighten the heart is to move forward. Let's go. We can get that at a stage where we're going to sink or swim, and we're just going to go, look, I can't live like this no more. I've got to move forward. I've been hurt so many times, it doesn't matter. I can't stay where I'm at. I have to venture forward. And then we have to take the risk of, we don't know what the unknown is the unknown. And it's getting to a stage now where it's time for you to move forward. There's a lot of stuff that you don't need to be carrying with you. And some of it just we slowly release it. Either way, but at the moment you're shielding yourself from so much. You don't need to. Okay, you don't need to shield yourself. It's okay. And it's okay to walk into the unknown and to be afraid. We've been hurt. We've gone through stuff, experiences. It's sucked. Some of it does. But when we focus on all those bits, that's what we stop ourselves from moving forward, because we see the future as the same as our past, and we close ourselves down and we close ourselves off. Okay, it's time to clear some of this clutter out of your life, the stuff that no longer serves you, the stuff from the past. Or just understand that is in the past, and you're not in the past, you're in the present now. So it's time to come out, Jake. It's time to come out. It's time to move forward. It's time to move on. Okay? Because there's abundance and blessing and all sorts of protection all around you at the moment. But you want to stay where it's comfortable. You want to stay with what you know. Do you really want to stay there? It's your choice. Okay? Because we've got to get out of the blame game. It's happened, it's done, it's the judgment card. You don't know what the path of others You do not know the path others have walked. Watch your motives. No judgment is required. That's their business. It's affected you. The more we think about it, the more we can let it affect us. What's done is done. The past has happened. We can't change the past, but what we can do is we can be active in creating the future. I hope that's assisted you, Jake.
Jack, all I will say to you is, based on what you've already typed up further up, if you resonate with what we say, find us on Discord. Let's say how much you resonate with what we have talked about. And if you can follow on, you're in control there.
Now, Stati's pretty good, but some days you walk into Discord and it'll be like, how the dog, the dog comes in with like a dirty bone from the backyard into the house and Stati's like, drop it, drop the past, drop it. He's not that bad. I'm just being silly.
Shiloh, all I'll say to you with connecting, you're limiting yourself to have a focus in that moment. When what we speak of is not about, it's about self-awareness. Connecting, let's first find out who we are before we start connecting here, there, and everywhere. Bring focus back to ourselves, and when we can do that, be present, acknowledge what is occurring in this moment, be at a point of an awareness or an observation aspect of it. What occurs from there? Well, there's a lot more than what connecting to someone's past life experiences.
Yeah, because it's like I see this all the time, and people go into into the etheric, into the astral, and they connect with stuff. It's like, and it's like going into the dark and putting your hand out and grabbing something. And you're like, you don't know what you're picking up. Oh, but they said it was this. Is it? Can you see it? Is it? It's like going fishing and putting blood in the water in the ocean. Think about it.
When we're focusing on ourselves, we move away from what we believe. We start to go to a deeper level of awareness. Things occur at different stages of what we believe, what we connect to, the state that we connect to something or someone. Again, how open-minded are you? Depending on how open-minded you are, being aware of what has already occurred and being able to look at things without your belief. Come and join us on Discord.
And I will give you a run-out rating. And protection is around you. What are you holding on to, Anne? There's a lot of stuff that you're holding on to. Okay, this is what's come up for a few people tonight. But the last card I've got for you is Fish. Find your inspiration, creativity. Okay? But what's struggling is, it feels like you're struggling to take control. Take control of it's like you're a doorway and you don't want to open it. You're at a door and you've got your hand on the doorknob, right? And so much new stuff waits behind that door for you, Anne. But the problem is, you got your hand on the doorknob and you're looking behind going, I don't want to leave this room. I want to stay with what I know. You want to stay and hold on to what you know, because this is what's stopping you from moving through a door at the moment and moving into the new. Sometimes we just got to go, fuck it. Why are we so scared of the unknown? All we do is watch the unknown unfold, and we try to hide in our minds, in expectations, and in the past. What, the unknown's going to go away? That's what we exist in, is the unfolding of the unknown. Yet we do all we can in our minds and our psyche to run from it. You don't have to walk through the door, Anne. But the room you're in at the moment, you already know what it looks like. You already know what everything looks like in there. If you want to stay, you can stay. But you might as well take your hand off the doorknob and go and sit, and sit down. Enjoy it. But if you want to find a brave new world and create a brave new world, walk through the door. And walk through the door. That's where your inspiration's going to be. Take control. Take control, Anne. Take control. I hope that's assisted you.
No, I don't have anything for you.
Okay, Ed, I'll get your happy card then. And your happy card is... Well, 4 and 6, which is 10, which is 1, which is new beginnings. But your card is Restore Balance. This card calls you to notice what kinds of situations, people and circumstances throw you off balance. And more importantly, what enables you to regain your balance and recenter yourself. Noticing heightens of your awareness and create an opportunity for you to become proactive in maintaining an ongoing balance in your inner harmony. If we stay in the field of letting circumstances dictate our attitude in our lives, that's the victim mentality, and we'll always live in that. Or the only other opportunity we can do is we can create. You're being called forward to come into creativity, but you're going to have to go through that doorway. And I hope that's assisted you. Alison, while you're here, happy card for you is Trust the Universe. 5 and 9, which would be 14, which would be 5, which means game on. Okay, Alison. Sometimes we can strive relentlessly to make something happen, and then the experience is a huge disappointment when our efforts do not work out. Whilst actions on part is required, if we are too determined to stay on one course only, we inadvertently block ourselves from the guidance and direction the universe is trying to bring to us. This is a time to trust and let things happen. Okay? I see this in spirituality all the time. People get a whole set of beliefs and, I believe in this and I believe in that. They won't budge from it. And then you only get so far.
When we mentioned earlier about the unknown, when we look at it in this manner and we speak it in particular ways, if you really want to look at it like this, realize that the future is unknown. What is known is the past. And if you know how to look at things and be aware of things, it is the unknown that observes the known.
We want it the other way around, don't we?
Yeah, everybody wants it the other way around. They want to know the unknown, but it's the unknown that is aware of the known. It is the future which is unknown. The past is unknown, but it is the unknown that observes the past. It can be stated in many different ways. But if you can grasp it, work with it.
Okay, we'll put the
Good night.
Discord thing up.
Mhm.
So if you want to hop over to Discord and chat,
I don't know what I meant. Yeah, I'll meet you there.
if you're interested in discovering yourself and stripping back the layers, Stathi will help you there. Damn straight. Okay, so have a lovely night, people. Thanks for coming. Much appreciated, you all. And we'll see you next time we're looking at you. Bye.
Bye.